Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe.
Hey everyone, this is Kenny at Juicy F150s. Got something a little bit different behind me today. Just gonna pretty much show off one of my toys that I'm kind of excited to have. I've had it for a couple years, but it is a 2017 RZR 1000 XP4 Highlifter edition. Let's go. So here we go, 2017 Highlifter. It is nice. I love it. Initially, what you can see that I've done different to it is, boom, it's bigger. Wheels, tires, 32 by 10. Roctane XD. Love the tire. Haven't had any problems with them at all. Got them on some STI HD alloy bead locks. Also did the all things UTV Razor A tender springs. Work great. No problems there. I put the turbo hood on the front just because I like the looks of it, and color matched that little mesh grill that went in there. For some of the things that I've done on it, I painted with rattle can, and then I clear coated it with a 2K clear, which is an automotive clear coat. The color that I used was rattle can sail blue, but I also have the Tusk windshield. Really appealed to me because the Tusk windshield has vents, and I like to be able to have a little bit of air movement, and it's all magnetic. So it's spring loaded to be held down. You got all that vent, all that air movement. Holds up. I put a power windshield wiper on it. Also in the screen, I think it's a 32-inch light bar up there. It's got the maybe a Amazon hood, roof on top. No complaints at it, besides the fact that it's two pieces, so when you go through a lot of water or it's heavy raining with the two pieces, you got holes here, and you still do get some drippage on you, but you're off-road, so it's not meant to be completely waterproof. Here is the motor for the wiper, so you essentially just flip it. The wiper isn't the fastest thing in the world, but it does what it needs to. And I also put a windshield washer system underneath it. Here you go, two nozzles right here. Got a cheap reservoir kit for maybe like 25 bucks off eBay. It's empty right now. Wintertime, there's no need to have anything extra in there. But so I have it mounted right here. I'm not sure. I think I might have had to slide the coolant reservoir over a little bit, but this is my little auxiliary fuse box. It's not waterproof or anything, but once again, it does the job. I have it hooked up to a Odyssey, is it Odyssey? Odyssey 925L maybe battery. We'll look at that here in a second. So get the hood back on. But the washer is basically a button here. And you got the washer on. Two different sets of toggle switches. I just cut these out of some ABS plastic and riveted them in there. It didn't cost me anything. Once again, same thing I did was painted it sail blue and then cleared it. I have me a shift lever, but on the OEM shifting. No gated shifter, didn't need it. I did have a cheaper gated shifter. I can't remember what brand it was, but it was maybe EMP. Had a little ball knob on top. I didn't like it. No, I could never get it to go into gear correctly as it should. I do have the park brake here. But back to the switches. These side have to be key on to work. These side are all key off to work. So there is the light bar, the radio, the rear lights, and the water pump, which is a little pump that I'll show you that I have here in a minute. Got some classic gadget gear handles to help you get in, get it out. Have the seismic rear view mirrors, lifetime warranty, amazing mirrors. Also have some mud guards. Can't remember exactly which brand those were, but they definitely keep a lot on, and they stick out pretty far, front and rear. Inside I got 2 door bags. The lower door bag is a RZR door bag that you know, is a Polaris product, works great, has plenty of storage, great strong zippers. The other bag I got is not because I really even wanted the bag, it's just because I wanted the knee pad part of it. And these were maybe like $25 off of Amazon. You see my little air conditioning that I have in here. Click clack right to here. Keeps the doors propped open a little bit. No, I'm not saying this is the safest thing to do in the world. Do it at your own risk, but I do it every now and then when it's like 90 degrees out or 100 degrees and you don't have much movement with that windshield. I also did the pass-through seats, harnessed adapters. So they just go through the factory seats. And I have the 4-point harness with the buckle. These are not the safest, some people have stated, because when you put a lot of pressure on the buckle, they say that they could get stuck, but they're very convenient with my children to be able to get in and out. And I haven't had any problem, and I put plenty of pressure on them to hit the release, and they let me out. I mean, you know, we're not talking a couple 100 pounds right there, but, you know, still able to get in and out. No bags on the rears or anything. This is my little squeegee that I do carry with me, and a 6 gallons of water that I carry. Thinking about getting some kind of different water carrier to put back here. That's it. Let me move this over. I do have the quick release tabs here to be able to get the rear seats in and out really fast. But under my seat, I do have a dual battery setup. Let's see if I can get the seat up. No, it is not the cleanest in there. I do apologize, but this is what I have. I have the factory battery, and I have a true battery, the dual voltage regulator. Is that what it's called? This is dual battery setup. So with the Odyssey battery, it doesn't charge until this battery gets to a certain voltage, and then this allows it to feed over. With all my accessories run off this battery, once the voltage drop, this will disconnect the 2 batteries, so I'll always have a starting battery. So that's very convenient. Let's keep going on around. I have 2 little speaker towers. I want to think these are just power acoustic, nothing crazy. And they are powered off of the Swamp Donkey radio that I have. I think I switched the radio out to a Pioneer. But yeah, waterproof. I did switch the gasket and things. But no rear view mirror, no problems. So I'm not looking to blast everybody out of the woods. It's just some sound riding by myself. Also, I relocated my snorkels so I can see out the back, and then I put 2 Rigget toolboxes back there and the Ozark Trail cooler. The harnesses or the supports are made from BHF, Big Hammer Fab. I don't know if they're still in existence. You can look them up on Facebook if you're concerned. Walker Evans shocks with tender springs on the back as well. I also put the L&W Fab rear arched radius arms. Here is the reverse light. So the reverse light works when it's automatically put in reverse. I use a micro switch underneath my lever. So when the lever sits at a certain position, the micro switch will engage the reverse light. With that being said, it is also hooked up to a toggle switch at the same thing. So any point in time that I wanted to click the toggle switch on to be able to have a reverse light and the vehicle still be in gear, that's possible. I do have the 2 whips. Not sure which brand they are. This has been a while since I've gotten some of these things. A pack of beef on there. Get that off, get that in the house. Now underneath, I did do some custom plumbing. I put a like a lever, a valve, a T in there. So the cooling system is the cooling system. In the wintertime, I'll open the valve up to allow the coolant to go underneath the dashboard. There is a small radiator there and a fan. That is my heater in the winter. As you see, is there a purpose for a heater with no enclosure? It definitely does still give you a little bit of heat on your legs with no enclosure in that area. It keeps the windshield from being fogged up. But I am looking to get an enclosure made this year. I am in West Virginia. I'm looking at a company in Charleston. I can't remember exactly what their name is, but if you all have any ideas, make sure you let me know in the comment section. I do have a couple that I'm looking at that I like. I kind of do like the flat look and the radius look. And after that, I'm wanting to get a custom enclosure made. All right, down here, I do keep a spare piece of hose just in case you need to siphon from somebody to get a little bit of gas. Let's see. So I did speak about my heater. Open my door. So the heater is on this knob here, so you can hear the fan turn on. I don't think I have any more pictures. If I can find any pictures of it, I'll get it loaded up in the video. But I'm not sure. I do have the gas can is just sitting there. No, I don't really haul gas when I ride. But this is my little small fire extinguisher. In my glove box, this is the spray nozzle I was talking about. So here's the spray nozzle. It works off of the switch here. This is a water pump. You drop one end into a bucket of water. The other end is a pressure washer, and it will guaranteed clean out your radiator. So I think that's about all right now that I can think of that I have done to this machine. This is my family ride. I've been trying to talk my wife into letting me get a RS1, but what about the kids? You know, so we'll figure that part out. I have the Super ATV tune on it. Gives a little bit more horsepower. The main reason I got it was not for the extra power. I got it for the temperature change. Before, I think the fan cut on at, it was something crazy like 200 degrees or 199 degrees, and then you were in lit mode at 204 degrees or something. It was so close that now this made the fan cut on sooner, 10 degrees sooner, and then it'll cut off 10 degrees prior. So for example, it would cut on at 195 or cut on at 200 and be off at 190. Now it essentially cuts on at 190 and cuts off at 180. It's something like that. My numbers are off, but there was a 10-degree difference. And here we go. One more last walk around. Out here showing a couple toys off.
This is the end.